Saying hello again today on July 21st, 2010 from Toronto's Riverside area, which is an interesting area that has been revitalizing over the last few years. Used to be a little bit rough around the edges, and I'm taking a nice neighborhood walk with two experts from the Business Improvement Association, Elizabeth on the left and Pam on the right. And Elizabeth, you were going to tell me a little bit about this particular building, very historical building.
What kind of information would you like?
What was the building called?
Holton Block.
Holton Block.
Yes.
So this must be one of the older buildings in the whole area, right?
It is designated as a historic building.
Oh, it is?
Yes. So, as you know, anything classified as historic cannot be changed from the outside.
Okay.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, very nice building.
Red bricks. Yeah.
Beautiful. We've got a Victorian era block on the left hand side as well, and the Toronto streetcar coming by, and the Toronto Public Library in the back here. Very busy area, as you can tell. Lots of public transit going through here. That's for sure.
Well, that makes us easy to get to.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Easy to get to, and no excuses for people not to come.
Exactly.
This Regal Hardware is family run.
Family run since 1905.
Yeah.
Has it been in this particular spot for a long time?
This particular spot for a very long time.
Okay.
It was both buildings, both spaces here, and recently they have, just a little over a year ago, they closed one section off and rented the space over to clothing stores, common stores.
And that's kind of a cool clothing store as well. That's one thing yeah, that's right. Very interesting. Looks like a dress I used to own. Now, what do we have here?
Japanese restaurant.
Japanese restaurant.
Newer
That's cool.
one in the area.
Yeah.
And it used to be a fish and chips place.
Yes, it used to be Wood Green Fish and Chips for many, many years.
Yeah.
And over.
So sort of the lower end food places are closing down, and higher end food places are moving in.
Yes.
So that's interesting.
So we're now getting the population. We have a huge residential area all around us.
Oh yeah.
And it's now able to support it. So all the new businesses that are coming in.
Now, what does the residential area consist of? Can you tell me a little bit about the demographics? Who lives here?
A lot of fairly young families. It's not unusual to see, just like now, a lot of children and strollers and mothers. You do see a lot of people on the sidewalks.
Is it still a reasonably affordable area in Toronto, or has it gone up tremendously in price?
It's still reasonable. I mean, as far as Toronto's concerned, it's all expensive, right?
Yeah.
But it's still, I think it's still pretty affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess as far as older neighborhoods go, I think it's still one of the more affordable. It's certainly more affordable than Riverdale itself.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
or the beaches.
We are getting condos in. Not always this noisy.
It's not always this noisy. Oh my God, it's busy today.
This is exceptionally busy
It
today.
is,
but we have a lot of condos coming in, a lot of the warehousing that are being converted, and some brand new condos that are coming in.
Great.
So,
a big influx of people.
A lot of people, and people who are supporting their local economy.
And that obviously brings up the retail as well, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And I think a lot of the condos now are doing the live works building for live work. Live work environment. So then it keeps people at home and keeps people in the neighborhood to shop too.
Well, that's a great way to live.
Which is a great way to live. Yeah.
Without commuting, all the craziness on the traffic.
Really a little bit of better on the stress level, I think.
Yeah, no doubt.
You're at home in your comfort.
Cool. Now,
It used to be Riverside Books.
Riverside Books.
Yeah.
It closed down right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the old bookstores in the neighborhood.
We have a travel medical clinic and some lawyers. And then there is, what is this here? Ah, I've seen this place. That's a really nice place. Bonjour Brioche. Let me see. Yeah, I can imagine if you just have a quick peek in here. That's a nice establishment. Yeah, there are some really interesting places around here.
Very much so.
Exactly. And is this where your area more or less ends in this area?
We end just beyond the bridge.
Just beyond the bridge.
Beyond the bridge.
Oh, we have an outdoor patio here. Look at that. I have actually heard stories about Toronto in the 1960s that women were not allowed to go into some establishments, pubs and bars.
That wouldn't just be Toronto in many ways.
Yeah, not just Toronto, no,
Not
for
just
sure,
Toronto.
just at the time.
At the time, yeah.
And you look at it now, and there's patio bars in every neighborhood, and vibrant shops and all that type of stuff.
Hard to believe that Toronto, there are still parts of Toronto that are dry.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Now, sorry to interrupt here, but what do we have here in this bridge? These are murals by different people, or?
A mural that was done by a gentleman called Tony Prasad.
What's his name?
Tony Prasad.
Tony Prasad.
He was a local resident that worked with Ralph Thornton. This was done 5 years ago.
Oh, really? What a great idea,
It was
actually,
a
to
great
pretty
idea,
up an ugly concrete building.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it's an old bridge. We just saw the GO train go over it. And now it actually is an outdoor gallery. Does it have a particular theme? I see lots of animals.
I guess he was trying to keep it in the theme of the river and what the area represents in terms of the natural habitat of things that you might find close to water.
Yes.
So that's why he did that design in the way that he still has the water in it.
Yeah.
If you notice, the blue represents
The
the water,
blue,
and then you've got
obviously, yeah.
the wildlife within the water as well. Yeah.
Very nice. So how far over does your BIA go, actually?
A campfire right over by that bus stop.
By that bus stop. So these buildings here are part of your area as well. Well, the city of Toronto has some very loud trucks, I can tell you that much.
They do.
They make a lot of noise. So what types of businesses do we have over in this particular corner?
We have Baird and McGregor Insurance. They cater basic car insurance, well, every type of insurance you can think about.
Yeah.
Here we have the Klein shop. We have the pharmacy, and now we now have a mother-daughter team Homeward Realty.
Realty. Okay, cool. And you can sort of see some of the older neighborhood down there.
Yes.
When was this area built up roughly? Do we know? 1910, 1920 would be my... Yeah, something like that.
Turn of the other century.
Turn of the other
The
century,
yeah. So there is a small park. They've been doing some upgrading there in the park. It's a busy area.
It's a busy area, and it's so close to downtown. How long does it take to get
15 minutes once you hit the
15 minutes.
Streetcar.
Yeah.
It'll be 15 minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that takes you right to City Hall. So
Exactly.
You can't get much more convenient than that.
Yeah, no, it's a very, very central area, and considering that it is still more affordable than other areas east of here or north of here, it's a great location actually. Cool. So let's head over to the other side then in this direction and check out some of the businesses and interesting spots on the south side.
Okay.